A while ago, I made evolution concepts for every card that hasn't gotten an evolution. Now that golden evos exist, I'm doing those. Before I start, a few rules, I guess. First of all, these are going to be balanced as an idea, unlike all of the current heroes in the game. Also, buildings and spells don't count because spells are quick and single use, at least spirits are technically troops, and buildings are machines. And heroic generally means from bravery or from the heart. However, some buildings and spells do count like Barbell or Tombstone since they are troops a bit. As well as abilities having to do with troops, so Barbhud's ability wouldn't be to be like a bigger hut or something. First up is the Hero Fire Spirit. The Hero Fire Spirit now has the ability Fire Triplets for 2 Elixir, to multiply into 3 like his original version. Hard ability to use due to its speed, but essentially gives you triple the value. The cast time is 0.5 seconds. The cooldown is 11. Next up is Hero Skeletons. The Hero Skeletons get the ability Starry Rage for 1 Elixir. This makes them invincible for 5 seconds and all 3 enraged, meaning you can only distract or take some chip damage. Slightly stronger than Ice Golem, but only for 5 seconds. Also, enraged skeletons don't do much damage. The cast time is 0.8 seconds, and the cooldown is 15. Next up is the Hero Heal Spirit. The Hero Heal Spirit now has the ability Mind Warp for 1 Elixir that makes Heal Spirit attack allies instead. A stronger attack that's usually more versatile. The cast time is 0.5 seconds. I don't know why I did this, but there's no cooldowns for spirits. They're all single-use abilities. I guess next up is the Hero Ice Spirit then. The Hero Ice Spirit now has the ability Permafrost for 2 Elixir to permanently slow down the enemies it hits by 20%. Way better for slowing down enemy pushes or just tanks. The cast time is 1 second, and it's single use. Otherwise, there is the Hero Electro Spirit to end off the 1 Elixir cards. The Hero Electro Spirit has the ability Zaptastic for 1 Elixir. It makes the first target get attacked with his weaker Zap spell. 250 damage, 20 Crown Tower damage, 0.5 second stun. Technically value, but requires good placement. By the way, the spell is single target. The cast time is 0.75 seconds, and the ability is single use. The 0.5 stun means that it stuns for 1 second in total. The Electro Spirit stun, and then the Zap stun. Starting off the 2 Elixir cards is the Hero Berserker. The Hero Berserker's ability, Golden Strike for 2 Elixir, makes the Berserker's next hit do quintuple the damage, but have a 0.8 second hit speed, 740 damage. Good for destroying tanks, or at least doing a good amount of damage. The cast time is 0.5 seconds, and the cooldown is 13. Next up is the Hero Bomber. The Hero Bomber's ability, Giga Bomb for 4 Elixir, makes the bomber's next bomb a giant bomb. But instead of thrown, it's more so lobbed or dropped 1.5 tiles ahead instead of thrown. The same stats as the original, so 777 damage, 3 tile range, 0.5 tile pushback, and 15,056 Crown Tower damage. Great on offense and will probably make the bomber more popular for Crown Tower damage and defense, mainly because of the bomb pushback. The cast time is 1.2 seconds, while the cooldown is 15. Next up is the Hero Bats. The Hero Bats have the ability Sonar Scream for 2 Elixir. Makes all bats scream at the closest enemy. The closest enemy to all 5 overall, pushing them back 3 tiles. The cast time is 0.6 seconds. The cooldown is 7. Essentially, it attacks the closest enemy to all 5, or at least whatever's remaining. Next up is the Hero Wall Breakers. The Hero Wall Breakers have the ability Maximum Boom for 1 Elixir, which makes them explode even in death, having a 1.5 tile splash radius and 620 damage each. Kinda like the Evo, but for regular, I guess. The cast time is 0.5 seconds, and the ability is single use. Next up is the Hero Goblins. The Hero Goblins get the ability Thieves' Code for 1 Elixir, which makes all 4 goblins disappear until you tap somewhere else. Good for getting goblins out of the way against spells or just be more unpredictable. The cast time is 0.25 seconds, and the ability is single use. If you're wondering, the ability only works on your side, so you can only really play defensively with it. You can't, attack towers with a miner for 1 Elixir. that does more damage. Next up is the Hero Spear Goblins. The Hero Spear Goblins have the ability Charge! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, for 1 elixir, which makes them move at an extremely fast speed instead of very fast. 3 tiles per second instead of 2.4, essentially. Which can confuse your opponent of when to counterspell, and makes chip damage more effective with them. The cast time is 0.4 seconds, and the ability is single use. Next up is the Hero Suspicious Bush. The Hero Suspicious Bush would have an ability Sneak Attack for 1 elixir. It spawns 2 bush goblins without the bush being destroyed. Essentially, extra bush goblins. The cast time is 0.75 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 8. So you can use this once or twice. This makes it better for pressure and for chip damage. Next up is the Hero Barbarian Barrel, which is technically a troop, by the way. The Hero Barbarian Barrel gets the ability Sword's Might for 1 elixir, which makes the Barbarian dash through 3 tiles of enemies, piercing and dealing 306 damage to anything within 3 vertical tiles. Good against swarms or to reduce the strength of oncoming pushes. The cast time is 0.6 seconds and it has a cooldown of 6. Next up is the Hero Goblin Barrel. The Hero Goblin Barrel ability, Goblin Rush for 1 elixir, makes all 3 goblins immune to slowdown, stun, and knockback. Not easy or always worth it to activate before the barrel lands, but can be helpful against Snowball. The cast time is 0.47 seconds, and the cooldown is 9. Next up is the Hero Firecracker. The Hero Firecracker gains the ability Rocket Snipe for 1 elixir, which makes the Firecracker target to the tower instantly, so no flanking or King Tower activations with the ability. Essentially a guaranteed tower to hit, unless it dies. The cast time is 0.45 seconds, single use. Next up is the Hero Dark Goblin. The Hero Dark Goblin gains the ability Log Proof for 1 elixir, increases its HP enough to survive the same level log. Essentially 15 HP gained. Log is the best Dark Goblin counter, so it can be very good unless your opponent has arrows. The cast time is 0.5 seconds and is single use. Next up is Hero Minions for 2 cycles. The Hero Minions now have the ability Power Shot for 2 elixir, which allows all 3 to shoot at a high range of 5, and deal 170 damage for a single hit. 510 damage in total. The cast time is 0.75 seconds, and the cooldown is 6. Next up is the Hero Guards. The Hero Guards now have the ability Final Strike for 1 elixir, to deal 4 times the damage but die right afterward. Good for chip damage when the guards are about to die. The cast time is 0.9 seconds, is single use. And while they technically all deal 2,556 damage, first of all, they have to be alive, and second of all, the cast time has to be pressed first before they all die, and third of all, that's only enough to kill a knight, and at level 16, that will still be really helpful, but only against towers mainly. Next up is the Hero Royal Delivery, which is technically a troop. Its ability is called the Royal Cannonball for 1 elixir, which makes a cannonball fall in front of the Royal Recruit and deals 650 damage to anything in a 3x3 radius. The cast time is 0.5 seconds, the cooldown is 10. Next up is the Hero Goblin Gang. The Hero Goblin Gang gains the ability Goblify for 1 elixir. Its ability makes all defeated troops turn into ally goblins like Goblin Curse, but 6 DPS units instead. While strong, it's very difficult to use this effectively due to spells, but can be very helpful. The cast time is 0.8 seconds and the cooldown is 13. Next up is the Hero Ice Wizard. The Hero Ice Wizard's ability, Snow Day, for 2 elixir, makes the Ice Wizard spawn 3 Ice Spirits with equal stats to their original. Just takes good placement to use correctly. The cast time is 1.2 seconds, and the cooldown is 15. Next up is the Hero Skeleton Army. The Hero Skeleton Army's ability, Bone Bowl for 3 elixir, makes the Skeleton Army roll into a ball and launch at the tower, unloading 16 skeletons on the tower like an instant graveyard instead of over 10 seconds, just for 6 elixir instead of 5. The cast time is 1 second, single use. Kinda like a skeleton barrel, but faster and 16 skeletons instead of like 7. And obviously 6 elixir. The cast time is 1 second and is single use. By the way, when they launch at the tower, they stop for a second as well. Next up is the Hero Archers. The Hero Archers have an ability, Shadow Book for 2 elixir, which allows them to turn to shadows, making them intangible, invincible plus invisible, by the way, for 3 seconds. They cannot attack while shadows, by the way, However, this allows them for some chip damage when they re-emerge. They can be distracted movement-wise, so it requires a bit more skill to get rid of. The gas time is 0.85 seconds, and is single use. Next up is the Hero Roll Ghost, and as of writing, is my favorite. The Hero Roll Ghost ability, Twin Vial, for 1 elixir, makes the closest unit to the Royal Ghost in a 2-tile range go invisible the next time the Royal Ghost attacks. It lasts until the unit's next hit, so it can be helpful with good placement and timing. By the way, it's not that insane with Lumberloon, as the invisibility stops after a hit, so the bush can still be easily countered, just always with the building. The cast time is 1 second, and the cooldown is 15. Next up is the Hero Princess. The Princess would gain the ability, Noble Pursuit, for 3 elixir, which makes a Guardian charge in front of her since the Little Prince is related to her. It can push back and distract enemy troops, potentially leading to more chip damage. The cast time is 0.5 seconds, the cooldown is 6 seconds. Stat-wise, it's the same as the Little Prince Guardian. It has the dash range of 4, the first hit speed of 0.5, the hit speed of 1.2, the speed of medium, the deploy time is 0.3, the melee range of medium. The difference is that the Little Prince is used for DPS, while the Princess is used for chip damage. Next up is the Hero Bandit. This feels a bit dumb considering the Boss Bandit exists, but the Hero Bandit would most likely have the ability Tower Taker for 1 elixir, which allows the Hero Bandit to deal twice the damage to towers, 4 times when dashing. The duration is only 3 seconds. This needs good timing, but can be very helpful for tower damage. The cast time is 0.5 seconds, the cooldown is 10 seconds. Next up is the Hero Tombstone, which is technically troops by the way. The Hero Tombstone's ability is called Big Time for 2 elixir, which makes all skeletons on screen turn into big boys, which means that their HP is increased to 700 and their damage is increased to 390. This makes the Tombstone less underwhelming and can throw your opponent off guard. By the way, 700 HP at max level. It's not a cheaper knight. Cast time of 0.5 and single use ability. Next up is the Hero Elixir Golem. The Hero Elixir Golem should never exist. It should not exist. But if it did, like the Elixir Golem, the regular, got reworked to be kind of respectable or something, I guess it would have the 3 elixir ability, Elixir Mailbox, which makes you get your elixir back. Single use and the cast time is 1.5 seconds. Essentially gives you 4 elixir to keep up with your opponent, but it requires timing to get the max value out of. Next up is the Hero Skeleton Barrel. The Hero Skeleton Barrel has the ability Bone Drop for 1 elixir. That makes a big boy spawn from the barrel's bottom to help against towers or defenses, potentially distracting DPS units from the other skeletons. The cast time is 0.24 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Fisherman. The Hero Fisherman gets the ability Hook, Line, and Sinker for 1 elixir, which allows the Fisherman's next grab to stun for a second instead of slow down. Better for flanking, not just kiting. The cast time is 0.6 and the cooldown is 12. Finally, to end the 3 elixir list, is the Hero Miner. The Hero Miner has the ability Fog Hat for 1 elixir that makes everything in a 1.5 tile radius blinded, as its hat mechanically unloads fog. Good for dealing more damage to the tower. The cast time is 0.5 and the cooldown is 10. Next up is Hero Lumberjack. The Hero Lumberjack gains the ability Stage O Rage for 2 elixir, which makes the Lumberjack spawn a rage spell, but it only has the duration of 3 seconds, but has the boost of 50% instead of 30. Good for enraging pushes and helping out against swarms. The cast time is 0.8 seconds and the cooldown is 11. As well as the Hero Goblin Hut. The Hero Goblin Hut's ability, Tavern Brawl for 3 elixir, makes the Goblin Hut push out a Goblin Brawler. The cast time is 1.2 and the cooldown is 8. Better for offense instead of just defense. Next up is the Hero Hog Rider. The Hero Hog Rider has the ability Hog Skipping for 1 elixir, which makes the Hog Rider go even faster, 3 tiles per second instead of 2.4, along with jumping over the first thing in front of it so it's harder to defend. The cast time is 0.65 seconds and it's single use. Next up is the Hero Flying Machine. Technically, the hero flying machine has the master builder piloting him in his card art, so its ability would be akin to the master builder's other flying machine. And its ability, Mighty Bomb for 1 elixir, makes him shoot a 5-tile splash damage bomb for his next hit. The cast time is 0.75 and the cooldown is 7. Good against swarms or small pushes. Next up is the Hero Battle Ram. The Hero Battle Ram has the ability Batter Rage for 2 elixir, which makes the Battle Ram heal by 50% and to get enraged until hitting the tower. The cast time is 1 second and is single use. Makes hitting the tower more effective and isn't broken for 2 elixir, because if you don't know, the Battering Ram doesn't have much health, so healing by 50% isn't much, and the rage is single target, obviously. Next up is the Hero Goblin Drill. The Hero Goblin Drill would have the ability Goblin Power for 3 elixir that spawns a powerful Goblin Curse that deals great damage, but none to the tower. Stat-wise, the range is 3 and does 96 damage to non-crowd towers each second for 6 seconds, 576 in total. Good against splash units that are trying to counter it, but kinda needs support against enemy Valkyries or baby dragons. The cast time is 0.7 and it's single use. Next up is the Hero Furnace. The Hero Furnace has the ability Firestorm for 2 elixir, which makes the Hero Furnace send 10 tiny fireballs toward the closest enemies over the course of 2.5 seconds, before going back to normal. The fireballs are single target, have 0.5 tiles of pushback, and do 100 damage each. Kinda good against defending everything on the map like Royal Recruits, can be great against swarms, and doesn't require perfect placement like Evo Cannon to get maximum value. The cast time is 0.85, and the cooldown is 16. Next up is the Hero Baby Dragon. The Hero Baby Dragon has the ability Whoosh for 3 elixir. The ability makes the Baby Dragon rush to the closest tower like a miner. Good for tower damage, but requires the miner in cost, plus the Baby Dragon doesn't do that much damage. Not counting splash, obviously. Easily the best in Lava Hound decks. The cast time is 1.1 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Skeleton Dragons. The Hero Skeleton Dragons have the ability Dark Magic for 2 elixir, to make the Skeleton Dragons clone themselves, but the clones are shadows, meaning they cannot die until the Skeleton Dragons do. Technically double the damage, but can still be easily defeated by Fireball and no extra HP. The cast time is 1 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Dark Prince. The Hero Dark Prince has the ability Power Charge for 1 elixir, which makes the Hero Dark Prince immediately charge while dealing 4 times the damage. Powerful if you don't have the appropriate counters, but generally won't be insane value as the Dark Prince doesn't have insanely high charge damage. The cast time is 0.9, and the cooldown is 20 seconds. Next up is the Hero Rune Giant. The Hero Rune Giant has the ability Bolden for 1 elixir, which makes the Rune Giant deal 130 extra damage per hit. However, the extra damage stacks, which is good for low cooldown. A fun way to make the Hero Rune Giant better per hit. Its low HP makes it bad at tower damage, even if it's triple the value compared to regular troops. The cooldown is 3, and the cast time is 0.5 seconds. Next up is the Hero Battle Healer. The Hero Battle Healer would most likely have the ability Ancient Spell for 2 elixir, which makes a heal spell spawn in front of the healer. Technically a deleted card, but needs placement and is generally more expensive. Stat-wise, the heal spell heals by 70 each second for the duration of 15. 10,015 total, aka around half of a max level knight HP. Can't strengthen pushes other than Golem and E-Golem. Next up is the Hero Zappies. The Hero Zappies would have the ability Tase Craze for 1 elixir, that makes all Zappies still alive stun for a second a hit instead of 0.5 a hit. Well, simple, the cooldown is 3 and the cast time is 0 seconds, so it can be very helpful if stacked. Good for slowdown on defense and offense as support. Next up is the Hero Hunter. The Hero Hunter has the ability Golden Camouflage for 2 elixir, that makes the Hero Hunter disappear until you gain 10 elixir. Basically meaning 9 seconds unless your opponent is an E-Golem player. The cast time is 0.9 and is single use. When it disappears, it can't move, so it's basically a way of hiding. And since you have to wait till 10 elixir, it can actually be very helpful as an extra support and like a big push. Next up is the Hero Inferno Dragon. The Hero Inferno Dragon has the ability Multi-Shot for 3 elixir, which allows it to hit up to 5 targets in its attack range besides what it's targeting. This includes the tower, so it can be good in case of a close call distraction. All shots have the same stats as the original, so it can be deadly against swarms or clump tanks. It is still slow though. The cast time is 0.75 and the cooldown is 15. Next up is the Hero Electro Wizard. The Hero Electro Wizard has the ability Electro Madness for 2 Elixir, which makes the Electro Wizard grow a 3-tile radius electric field with the damage of 190 to anything that walks in it, instead of just reflecting damage. It has a duration of 2.5 as well. The main use of this would be to stun close by units like a Worst Executioner, except better against towers and for slowdown. Next up is the Hero Goblin Demolisher. The Hero Goblin Demolisher has the ability Tank It for 1 Elixir, which makes the Hero Goblin Demolisher self-heal by 25%. Next up is the Hero Goblin Demolisher. The Hero Goblin Demolisher has the ability Tank It for 1 Elixir, which makes the Hero Goblin Demolisher self-heal by 25%. While technically worse than Hero Battle Ram, it's much faster. Still can hit the tower quite easily, and unlike Battle Ram, the cast time is 0 and is single use. The charge at half HP works as a checkpoint kinda, so it can't gain more HP than half unless it's beyond half HP. Essentially 2 CR arenas, but in HP form. Next up is the Hero Phoenix. The Hero Phoenix has the ability Egg Drop for 3 Elixir, which makes the Hero Phoenix spawn an egg that spawns a Reincarnated Phoenix, 14,052 HP, 301 damage. The gas time is 0.5 and is single use. Can be even better for pressure as you now have 2 extra Phoenixes after the original Phoenix's death. Now is the last 3 cards that are 4 Elixir that all have a hero idea. Starting off is the Hero Night Witch. The Hero Night Witch has the ability Swarm for 3 Elixir that spawns 12 bats instantly that are enraged until their first hit. While a lot of value, isn't as versatile as regular bats as it has to be around the Night Witch. It can still be good for the DPS. The gas time is 0.5 and the cooldown is 14. Next up, at second to last, is the Hero Magic Archer. The Hero Magic Archer has the ability Multi-Strike for 2 Elixir, which makes the Hero Magic Archer shoot 4 shots at the closest enemies, 840 damage in total, with a cast time of 0.7 and is single use. Good for area damage and keeps the Magic Archer alive for more sniping. Next up is the Hero Valkyrie. The Hero Valkyrie has the ability Eternal Spin for 2 Elixir that makes the Valkyrie attack with a non-stop axe throw until death. Essentially a 0-second reload time after hit speed, like after it hits and has to wait, it's just no reload time. And is until death. Good for swarms, but not good for more defense or destroying tanks. The gas time is 1 and is single use. I just want to clarify again if you don't get it. The hit speed is the speed of the hit. The reload time is when it's not hitting. Because if you've seen a Valkyrie attack, it just goes straight to normal after attacking. It doesn't, like, have an animation, really. So, that's what I mean. Starting off the 5 Elixir list is the Hero Barbarians. The Hero Barbarians have the ability Battle Ready for 4 Elixir, which makes them all revive and re-heal to 100%, plus a 1 HP shield. Kinda broken if a single Barbarian gets to the tower, but makes it generally more effective against Fireball. The gas time is 0.25 and the cooldown is 16. And if you're wondering why it's 4 Elixir, not 6, it heals all Barbarians 100%, but if a Barbarian is already at max health, then it does nothing really other than the 1 HP shield. So it's not as helpful if a bunch of Barbarians survive, which it kind of has to for the ability to count. Anyway, next up is the Hero Prince. The Hero Prince has the ability Piercing Javelin for 3 Elixir. That makes the Hero Prince pierce and daze the next enemy for 3 seconds. Kinda like the Merge Tactics ability, but it doesn't wait after piercing. The gas time is 0.5 and the cooldown is 12. Next up is the Hero Executioner. The Hero Executioner would have the ability Mega Strike for 2 Elixir, which will shoot an axe with a projectile width of 4 and the damage of 490 each hit. It goes forward, then behind the Executioner instead of back to his hand like a boomerang. Great for area damage from front and back. The gas time is 1.25 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Witch. The Hero Witch has the ability Cursed Revival for 2 Elixir, which makes the Hero Witch survive upon death being immortal, but 4 skeleton deaths end it for good. Kinda like a Phoenix revived hero, but not temporary. Kinda. Its cast time is 0.9, with it being single use. Next up is the Hero Electro Dragon. The Hero Electro Dragon has the ability Electro Bomb for 1 elixir. That makes the Electro Dragon explode upon death, zapping any units in a 2.5 tile radius, a Jeeber zap, but it's hard to control or to time. Its cast time is 0.8, with it being single use. The zap damage is 306, and obviously the stun is 0.5. Next up is the Hero Royal Hogs. The Hero Royal Hogs have the ability Smart Hogs for 2 elixir, where they'll dodge all buildings and even spells with a slow deploy like Rocket or Fireball. Really annoying, but its cast time is of 0.78, so it's hard to easily use, and they can still be countered before hitting the tower. You also can't dodge when attacking the tower, obviously. It's single use also. Next up is the Hero Minion Horde. The Hero Minion Horde has the ability Blue Fury for 3 elixir, which enrages all 6 minions for the next 2 seconds. So they will do about 15,050 total damage in 2 seconds. The cost is already high, even if deserved, so the cast time is 0.5 and the cooldown is 18 seconds. Next up is the Hero Ram Rider. The Hero Ram Rider has the ability Ram Split for 1 elixir. That makes the Ram and Rider split like Clone used to, left and right, so it can make the Ram retarget. Otherwise, can be helpful for general area damage or being slightly less predictable as the cast time is 0.88. Unlike its very fast speed, also is single use obviously. Next up is the Hero Rascals. The Hero Rascals have the ability Gumdrops for 2 elixir. That makes the Rascal Girl's next hit freeze for 1.5 as stickier gum. Good for slowing down enemies as Rascals are generally weak. The cast time is 0.6 and the cooldown is 8 seconds. As well as the Hero Graveyard. The Hero Graveyard would have the ability Big Graves for 3 elixir, to make all remaining graves double the size and spawn big boy skeletons, but 700 HP and 390 damage per second / damage per hit. Takes quick timing, meaning little support, as its cost, but its cast time is 0.76 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Bowler. The Hero Bowler has the ability Sky Bowl for 1 elixir, which makes the bowler fly and hit the closest air unit as its bowling ball becomes a seeking missile, with a very fast speed. But after the hit, he falls down, so unlike Hero Wizard, it's only for a hit and can hit the ground, and no tornado. Its cast time is 0.9 and the cooldown is 19. Basically, the ability is really good against Lava Hound or Balloon. Speaking of Balloon, next up is the Hero Balloon, and the last of the 5 elixir cards. The Hero Balloon has the ability Bomber Drop for 2 elixir. That drops a bomber to deal even more damage to your opponent or nearby enemies, and can be crazy in Lumberloon if you can get 11 elixir with a push's speed. Its cast time is 0.2 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Elite Barbarians. The Hero E-Barbs have the ability Confusion for 2 elixir, which resets the barbs and makes them attack both lanes. Like it clones them and has them attack both lanes, not just the one it's been put in. Similar to Evo Goblin Barrel, but there's no way to tell what's fake. The fake E-Barbs only have 1 HP and don't deal damage. So while you could tell kinda easily, you still have to try a bit, like use Elixir. The cast time is 0.9 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Royal Giant. The Hero Royal Giant should probably never exist, because at least Princess isn't a royal variant, and at least Elite Barbarians don't have an evolution, so it's kind of warranted. But I guess you would have the ability Mighty Destruction for 3 elixir, which makes the Royal Giant shoot out a huge cannonball, dealing 3 times the regular damage per hit. Good for tower damage and getting emergency value. The cast time is 165 and is single use. By the way, it's only 1 hit of a huge cannonball. It's not just like every single hit after that. Next up is the Hero Goblin Giant. The Hero Goblin Giant has the ability Goblin Rush, which makes the Goblin Giant move at a fast speed for 2 seconds, then back to medium, making the Goblin Giant less predictable / counterable, and overall more effective at damage. Next up is the Hero Skeleton Giant. The Hero Skeleton Giant has the ability Suction Bomb for 2 elixir, which makes the Skeleton Giant's Death Bomb spawn a damageless tornado upon death to hurt more enemies around it before exploding. Sure, 777 regular damage isn't much from most troops, but can be helpful in some scenarios, plus damage is still damage. Next up is the Hero Spirit Empress. Hero Spirit Empress would have the ability Dragon Ride for 2 elixir, or Crashed and Thrashed for 3 elixir, which are for both versions. Ground version can Dragon Ride, which switches it to air, while the air version has the ability Crash and Thrash, which makes the Dragon Rider drop down and deal death damage 284 to both air and ground, then makes it around a DPS unit. Makes it more versatile. It has the cast time of 1 and is single use. Next up is the Hero P.E.K.K.A. The Hero P.E.K.K.A has the ability Supercharge for 3 elixir. That makes the P.E.K.K.A start pulsating with electricity, dealing 2,608 damage in a 2x2 tile range for the next hit. Kinda like a Sparky and P.E.K.K.A combined. Good against clumps of enemies, swarms, or tanks. However, it's obviously 10 elixir to use, so the ability is an all or nothing in every use. Like a golem, kinda. It has the cast time of 1.9 and is single use. Next up is the hero you've all been waiting for. The Hero Mega Knight! I guess what it would do is the ability of Spring Leap for 2 elixir. That makes the Hero Mega Knight jump at the closest enemy, including towers. The distance doesn't matter, but it's not like a Mega Knight jump on the tower is game over, as it's only 858 damage at level 16, which is less than a 1/4 of your tower at that level, by the way. And it's 9 elixir for use, so it needs good timing for the best value. It has the cast time of 1.6 and is single use. Next up is the Hero Royal Recruits. The Hero Royal Recruits, I guess they would have the ability Second Shield for 1 elixir. That grants all remaining Royal Recruits plus 384 shield HP, which allows the Royal Recruits to be tankier and not extremely annoying on offense like a certain Evo. It has the cast time of 1.4 and is single use. Finally, we're on the last 4 cards that I have to talk about. Well, unless Hero Rocket counts or Hero Expo, but no. Anyway, the Hero Electro Giant probably shouldn't exist, but if it did, the Hero Electro Giant has the ability Superstar for 3 elixir, which makes the electric range increase from 3 to 7.5 for the duration of 1.5 seconds. Kinda like its Merge Tactics version. Although it was expensive, and is only reflect damage, it can be really good for slowdown or tower damage. I mean, it's 10 elixir, so it requires timing for the value. It has the cast time of 1.1 and is single use. And the top 3. Hero Lava Hound. The Hero Lava Hound has the ability Sideswipe for 2 elixir, which makes the Lava Hound spin around, which deals 1,000 damage, as well as 0.5 tiles of knockback. All the air enemies, not towers. It has 2 tile range, so good against stopping close by air units like Mega Minion, or really anything depending on placement. Better for defense in general. With the Lava Hound, it has the cast time of 1.2 and has a cooldown of only 11. And now, the final 2. Hero Golem. The Hero Golem would probably have the ability Ultimate Sneak for 3 elixir. That makes the Golem completely invisible for 2.75 seconds. It applies no matter which form it is in, so can be good for chip damage or to evade attackers. While it is slow, can be a problem if it's on the tower, even for 11 elixir. It has a cast time of 1 and is single use. Finally is the Hero 3 Musketeers. The Hero 3 Musketeers should probably not exist given that 3 Hero Musketeers sound like a nightmare. But if they got their own mechanic, Hero 3 Musketeers should probably have the ability Super Push for 2 elixir, which has them all charge up and deal their melee damage, but at a piercing range of 7, pushing back all units by 1 tile. A strong ability, but can be used good against swarms, but requires timing and 11 elixir. Its cast time is 1.6 and is single use. I don't have a conclusion written, so I guess I'll just say thank you for watching this video. I know this probably isn't everyone's cup of tea, given that Clash Royale isn't doing that well right now, and it's probably getting a lot less popular, but I don't know, I got a lot of pre-written ideas, so I kind of have to make a video of them, or else there was no point in writing them. After this video, I will probably work on a Poppy Playtime ranking or something. Because if you don't know, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 comes out in around 2 months. A little less than it, so see ya.